When I first got here, the idea of potentially being someone that could take over the program was on my mind and was brought up to me. But as Joe and Sue made it very, very clear, you have to do the work and get it done. And the consideration would happen should, the time come for Sue to step away. And then, a week or so before the actual transition happened, it was official of, hey, we ready to do this. Sue was going to step into another role, and it was her time to step away, and the position would be open. And it was probably the quickest yes I've ever had.
It's one thing to be an assistant where you're in charge of maybe a few different things. Now you run the whole program. So how ready are you to do this?
I mean, you're as ready as you can be, right? You prepare your whole way, and then there's always going to be things that are new that pop up. But from my background, both as a player and then with all of the coaches that I've been able to work with in my career, they always said, read, write, think critically, and surround yourself with good people, right? You've been doing that the whole way. That's not going to change. And so the things that you don't know how to do, ask for help and go do it. So it's been a good change, and I'm excited for the things that I do know I can crush, and then the other things, we'll take them one day at a time.
3 years as an assistant here, what have you learned from Sue Troyan?
Oh my goodness, what have I not learned from her? It was such an awesome place to land when I finally made the jump outside of the Ivy League. I had been in the Ivy League for a decade, 4 as a player and 6 as a coach, and coming here, she just ran the program like a true family. And everybody, I mean, the alums, the way they come back, the first place they go to is over her house, right, to hang out with her, to watch her kids come into the gym, to watch how she treats the players is just incredible. And she's got such good balance for being someone who has done a lot of winning. And I think that's so important for our players to see and our coaches to see too, that you can be really, really good at what you do and it will never define you, but the relationships do. So I've just learned so much. She's the ultimate teammate and the ultimate delegator too. She lets people run with their strengths. And I think that is something that I know I'm excited to continue to move forward with the program.
You're taking over a program that's in really good shape. 2 seasons ago, winning a Patriot League championship. How do you keep that going and also put your stamp on the program? Yeah,
I mean, the foundation is set, and even more than that. That's what I said in the press conference. People say that Sue laid the foundation, but we got the first, second, third story here. And so now it's what do we want to build? Do we want to build a house or do we want to build a skyscraper? And so I'm excited for that foundation. We have a foundation where our players love Lehigh, first and foremost, and they love basketball, and it's a really neat mix because when school gets hard and when hoops gets hard, they got some balance in their life and they're willing to push through that hard. So I'm excited for that to stay. And then my own spin, I only know how to be me. And so I'm going to continue to bring that intensity every day. I'm very direct, open, and honest when I communicate, and so that will continue. And our players have been all in with allowing me to push them in the first 2-3 weeks that we've had on court together.
Last few years, this team has shot a lot of threes, made a lot of threes. Is this going to be your coaching philosophy, or is there something different you'll bring?
Heck yeah, share it and shoot it. That's one thing that I love doing as a player. I played for the ultimate green light in college in Courtney Banghart, and I just think it's a fun style to play. It's a way our players love to play. Who doesn't like shooting the ball? We probably shoot more at practice than most other teams in the country, and that'll continue because it's fun to do, and it doesn't rely on just one person when everybody can do it. So the threes will stay, that's for sure.
You've done some recruiting already. Summer workouts are underway. What have the first few weeks been like for you going through all of this?
It's just been a lot of fun. It's been a really light atmosphere. That's one thing I love about the summer access that we are able to have is there's no stress of playing time. There's no stress of games right now. So we can just focus on us and getting better. And I think that really shines through. We've been fortunate to have some really high-level recruits on campus that have gotten to watch those practices. And after each one, they said, you guys look like you have fun. And that's what I want to also be a staple of our program, or to continue to be a staple of the program.
You spent a lot of time at Princeton, obviously a great career there, so you know the type of student athlete that you need here at Lehigh. How is that going to help you?
I think it's going to help a ton. I mean, you go to a place like Princeton, or at least I chose that, and why our players choose a place like Lehigh is because you want to be more than a basketball player, and you are more than a basketball player. So we want them to come here and find their passion academically and go pursue it. and then keep their passion with hoops and go pursue that with everything they have. So it's a really special time. And one of our best players, Franny, she's overseas right now. She's not with the team. She's in Barcelona studying abroad, and when she came into our offices and asked for that opportunity, we said, absolutely, of course, go do it. Because that's what you come here to Lehigh to do. And she's going to come back to our program, not having been with us for this summer session, but she's going to make us better because she had a different experience. Speaking of Franny Hottinger, one of the best players in the Patriot League, does this Minnesota pipeline continue to Lehigh? Oh, we hope so. We hope so. They're amazing people out there. They come here very well prepared for the school piece of it and very well prepared for the basketball piece of it too. So we will still be in Minnesota looking to recruit, as well as a few other pockets of the country. You're a Bucks County product, so how cool is it to be coaching so close to home? It is unbelievable. I have some family ties to Lehigh as well. My cousin and my best friend growing up was a 2011 graduate and field hockey graduate, and my uncle played football and wrestled here as well. So they were thrilled for me to be wearing the brown. And yeah, it's just so awesome being close to home too. I always have a lot of friends coming up to games, a lot of family, and even some of my middle school and high school coaches and teachers have reached out, and they're excited to come to games as well. November will be here before we know it. How excited are you to see that ball go in the air for the first time as a head coach? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. There's a lot that needs to happen prior to that. We're assembling the staff right now, and excited to get our full team together in the fall. But yeah, when the ball goes up, that's the best part of it, right? We get 28, hopefully a few more games a year, and we work all towards those moments, so I'll be thrilled. And I would think you'll be picked near the top of the Patriot League preseason poll. What are your expectations for your first team? Our expectations are that we're going to get better as the year goes on. We don't really focus on the wins and losses piece or the championship at the end, but what we want to do is we want to compete. We want to compete every game for a win and compete for a championship at the end of the season. And what that's going to take is us playing really well together and celebrating each other, because basketball season, it's a long season. We got 4 weeks of individuals in the fall, followed by another 4 or 5 weeks of just practicing. Right? And then we hit our season. So if we can stay together as a group, if we can celebrate each other and allow each other's skill sets to shine, we're going to be all right.